So we finally got our hands on the AKASO 360 action camera. And yeah, we've been testing it out in real-world situations to see what it's actually like to use. No studio setups, no fancy editing tricks, just honest hands-on experience. But how easy is it really? Does the invisible selfie stick actually disappear? And what about the battery? Can it keep up with a full day out? In this video, we're breaking it all down, from unboxing to editing and everything in between, so you'll know exactly what you're getting into before hitting record. Let's see what this thing can really do. Alright, so we got the AKASO 360 in hand, and the first thing we did, obviously, was unbox it. And to be honest, it's a pretty simple setup. The box isn't packed with tons of stuff, which is kind of a relief. Inside, you've got the camera itself, the charging cable, a couple of mounts, and the invisible selfie stick. That's pretty much it, and honestly, that's all you really need to get started. The camera is small and super lightweight, which we liked right away. It doesn't feel fragile, but it's definitely made for people who want something portable. Nothing feels over-designed or complicated. Even if you've never used a 360 camera before, it's not intimidating at all. Once you charge it up and pop in a memory card, you're basically ready to go. We took it out for a quick walk to test it out first, and setting it up didn't take long at all. You turn it on, start recording, and it just works. That's what stood out first. It doesn't get in your way. And here's the thing with 360 video. You don't have to worry about where the camera's pointed. You're capturing everything. So you're not fussing with angles or trying to get the perfect shot while you're in the middle of doing something. It frees you up to just focus on whatever you're doing, whether that's biking, hiking, or even just hanging out. Now, about that 5.7K resolution. We weren't expecting a massive difference from a regular action camera, but this footage definitely feels sharper. It captures a ton of detail, even when you zoom in during editing. Whether we were walking through busy streets or filming a short ride through a local trail, the clarity held up nicely. The part we liked most? You can reframe the shot afterward. That means if you didn't turn your head or the camera didn't face something cool in the moment, you can still catch it later while editing. You're not locked into one perspective. You can explore the full scene. It's like filming everything and then deciding where to point the camera later. We were curious about this invisible selfie stick thing. Turns out, it's exactly what it sounds like. You hold it, walk around, and when you play the footage back, the stick disappears. It just looks like there's a floating camera following you around. We tried it during a short hike, and it gave the clips a very smooth, almost drone-like look. But you're just holding a stick. No drone, no extra gear. It's a neat little trick, and it genuinely makes your footage look more interesting with zero extra effort. You don't have to pose or adjust anything, just walk and let the camera do its thing. We didn't do anything wild, no skateboarding tricks or dirt biking, but even during a bumpy trail walk and a short bike ride, the footage looks surprisingly steady. The camera does a nice job keeping the horizon level, even when you're moving around a lot. This is where the stabilization really helps. You don't have to be perfectly still or smooth while filming. Even on uneven ground, it reduces the usual shake you'd expect. And for casual use, like travel videos or outdoor moments, this makes a big difference. Now let's talk about the editing part, which can be a headache with some cameras. But here, it's actually pretty simple. You don't have to register or create an account. You download the app, connect the camera, and you're in. That alone makes it less annoying than most. Inside the app, you've got these smart clip templates, which basically help you put together short videos without needing to mess around too much. So even if you're not into editing or don't really know how to start, the app gives you some solid options. We tested a few clips this way and they turned out cleaner than expected. It's nothing overly fancy, but it gets the job done, especially for quick sharing. As for battery, it holds up decently. We got through a full afternoon of off and on recording without needing to charge it. It's not an all-day beast, but for a day trip, a hike, or a few sessions of recording, it won't die on you midway. Plus, the battery warning is clear. You won't get surprised by it just shutting off. If you plan to use it all day, maybe carry a power bank or spare battery, but for casual use, it holds its own just fine. After spending some time with the AKASO 360, it honestly feels like a camera made for people who just want to capture stuff easily, without getting buried in settings or needing a complicated setup. You press record, go about your day, and later you can decide how you want the video to look. It's especially good if you're into capturing real-life moments, walking through a market, cycling with friends, taking a solo trip. It doesn't make you feel like you have to be a filmmaker to get cool footage. It's just easy to use, and the 360 part? That's where it really stands out. You won't catch every moment perfectly in the moment, but because it captures everything around you, you've got more flexibility later to tell the story how you want. So, if you're looking for a small, simple 360 camera that lets you move freely and still get cool, clean footage, this one does the job. It doesn't overpromise and it doesn't overcomplicate. It just fits into whatever you're doing and records the whole experience.